Hi, I'm Sohee, the designer of Miss Sohee. I'm originally from South Korea and I'm currently based in London. So I came to London 6 years ago. For me, London is home because I have my friends here and I have all my creative friends around me that inspire me all the time. And the cultural diversity here is really, really inspiring. In this room, you see a lot of mood boards, and this is my desk. And this is where all the sketching and creativity happens. And then in the room next door, this is where all the embroidery happens. Definitely, I think embroidery is painting with beads and fabric. Yeah, is it sewn down? No, right? But like the position of these three. So normally I always sketch and illustrate a lot before moving on to design. Sometimes I get inspired by my own drawings as well. So sketching is one of the most important stages in the process of designing. I think it's definitely when I see the dress on a model, when we do our first fitting. That's when you see the result of months of hard work and you finally see it on a person and you see it with movement, and that's when it's really magical. I grew up watching my grandmother sew all these beautiful traditional embroideries, and I didn't realize how beautiful they were until I grew up, and I really wanted to use the traditional methods and also the colors of the traditional embroidery into my design. When I first met Domenico and Stefano, I have to be honest, I was very nervous at first to explain them my work. But after I met them, I realized that they're very kind and very welcoming. And they were very, very supportive of my ideas. And they gave me complete freedom to be myself and express my vision. So I had a really great time meeting them. So for my collection, I really wanted to explore the elements that I really love. For this look especially, it's an explosion of flowers, and I really wanted to use the elements that are, what I really love. So my collection in one word, I would say, is that it's my dream.
What does the Drakensberg mean to me? Well, in a word, it's widescreen. It's a cinematic landscape. It stretches from horizon to horizon. It's just huge. The mountains here are very distinctive. Their jagged peaks just pierce the horizon, and instantly you know you're in the Drakensberg because no other mountains in the world look like this. Everywhere you look, there's a great shot. The plant and animal life is amazing. I've just been stunned by the variety of birds, and there's such a sense of tranquility. It's just beautiful. The landscape seems untouched, but you look and there's rock art everywhere. It really makes me feel connected to the people who have lived here thousands and thousands of years before. But I think it's those wide open skies of the Drakensberg that will stay with me. That's what I'm going to remember.
March 15th, 44 BC. The Ides of March in ancient Rome. That's when dictator Julius Caesar is assassinated by a group of nobles that includes Brutus and Cassius. 1965, in Washington, President Lyndon Johnson urges Congress to pass an effective voting rights bill. He adopts the anthem of the civil rights movement when he tells lawmakers,
"And we shall overcome."
Months later, Johnson signs the Voting Rights Act into law, enabling blacks in the South to exercise their right to vote. 2005, in New York, former WorldCom chief Bernard Ebbers is convicted of engineering the largest corporate fraud in U.S. history. He's later sentenced to 25 years behind bars. 1964.
I said, get over there and answer that door.
All right, love. Whatever love wants.
Actress Elizabeth Taylor marries actor Richard Burton in Montreal, Canada. The tumultuous pair stay together for more than a decade. And 1956.
I could have danced all night. I could have danced all night.
In New York, the musical My Fair Lady, starring Rex Harrison and Julie Andrews, opens on Broadway. Today in history, March 15th. Sandy Kozel, The Associated Press.
Welcome back in our studio, and in today's news,